What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts on drug laws. The reason I put the word crazy in the title is because to the mainstream, to society's majority thought about this, they would probably say this was crazy. Now, in my mind, the way I process things, their way is fucking crazy and ridiculous and makes no sense at all. So let me get to the points, guys. So the basic gist of my position is that no one has the right to tell another person what they can consume or possess. Okay? Especially when we're talking about things that are found in nature. Marijuana being the best example of that. So there's plants, there are millions of types of different plant species. One of them is a marijuana plant. So if I were to have one of those plants or decide I want to make tea from the leaves of one of those plants, I'd be committing a criminal act. Just think about how foolish that is, guys. That is ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Who the fuck has the authority to decide what I can consume or what I can use? Or even if I want to get high, if I can do that or not. Who has that authority? Our government is out of control with these laws. Okay? Another point is that the way the current criminal system works is that they lock up a drug dealer. They call him a drug dealer, someone who sells one of these illegal substances. Okay? When in reality, this is what our country is based on. It's free market trade. That's all it is. It's supply and demand. Okay? There is a requirement for this stuff. There is a demand for this stuff. And as a result, the stuff will be provided one way or another. But to say that the one person who's filling that market need is a criminal and should be put in a cage, potentially for decades, is crazy. No one is forcing anyone else to consume drugs. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. No one ever puts a gun to someone's head and say, here, buy these drugs from me. It doesn't work that way, guys. This is a free country. This is free market. I can't understand at all the logic behind these laws. You're making criminals out of everyday people. And ask yourself something, guys. I'm sure you've heard of the so-called war on drugs, okay, in the United States. Who is this war against? For any war, by definition alone, there has to be an enemy. That enemy, in this case, can't be objects or things, okay? The enemy in this war on drugs is us. It's the American people. We are the enemy and the victim of the war on drugs. Just think about how many people you know that have been jammed up in life in some way or another, put in jail, given probation, given fines, lost employment opportunities because of what they like to do privately. In the privacy of their own home. You like to smoke weed, whatever you want to do. You want to use coke, anything. I don't care. It's not my place to tell another person what to do. Of course, there should be laws protecting children. That I'm a big advocate for, and that makes sense. But to adults, it just doesn't make any sense, guys. It's all bullshit. It's all about power and about money and about control. It makes no sense. None. And use history as our best teacher, guys, with prohibition. What happened when they tried to make illegal alcohol? What happened? They created this black market. They created these so-called criminals because of their bullshit laws. Because all these laws were doing were interfering in the lives and free will of others. It's not your fucking place. Mind your own fucking business. Stay the fuck out of people's lives. You created all these criminals, the same as now. This is supply and demand. There's a market need for whatever product. Someone will fulfill that demand. And to say that that person's a criminal is insane. All the while on the other hand, you're supporting and advocating these fucking legal drugs, these opiates that are killing people, that are actually killing people. So you have doctors who are allowed by this fucking government to write prescriptions for drugs that are actually killing people, that are being abused at record levels, and that are doing so much harm to our society. But those guys are okay because they went to school and they have a license and they have your little permission slip. Think how fucking stupid that is, guys. It really gets me upset and gets me angered sometimes because I can't understand how people could be so fucking dumb. The bottom line is, live and let live. Do your own fucking thing. Stay the fuck out of people's business. Just imagine if they legalized all drugs, what would happen to the police force in this country? Just imagine. It would be diminished like that. They'd have nothing to do. Because that's all they do is fuck with people for drugs. Possessing, consuming, selling. It's just a racket. It's a fucking racket and it's all about money. And I can't understand how we as a nation that calls itself a free country and prides itself on that freedom could ever have allowed for this to happen. I don't believe any man has the fucking right to tell me what the fuck I can consume or possess. That is insane, guys. Okay? So I do support laws where if people get high and they fuck up as a result of that and go commit crimes because of their addiction or because of their intoxication, punish them. Punish them the same as you punish anybody else who wasn't on those drugs. That makes sense. But this whole war on drugs bullshit, it's laughable. You know, sometimes I make observations and I'm thinking things to myself and I feel like I live in a fucking dumb world. My society in many ways is so fucking dumb. I feel like somebody needs to just slap the shit out of these people sometimes. These legislators, these fucking punk ass leaders that we have. Somebody needs to just, bam, smack the shit out of them so they realize how stupid they are and that they understand that they don't have the power that they think they do. They do because we've allowed it to happen. But I promise you, you don't have that power over me. I do what the fuck I want. So I hope I didn't ramble too much in this video, guys. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.